Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, the first theory video on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I believe the First Order Stormtroopers actually have great aim in our new trilogy of movies. I've seen several videos here on YouTube trying to explain why Stormtroopers have terrible aim, or try to defend them, but nobody seems to be talking about the reason I believe their aim may actually be great. A common reason that I think is right is that most of our heroes are protected by the Force. This seems like a very good explanation, as can be seen from this scene from Rogue One, where all the no-name rebellion soldiers are killed with ease by the stormtroopers, but can't seem to hit Chirrut Îmwe when he walks right out in the open, using only the Force's protection. This seems to defend their bad aim, and even shows that they have good aim when going up against non-Force users, but this is actually not what I wanted to talk about in this video. My theory is that the majority of our stormtroopers try to miss our main heroes on purpose. In The Force Awakens, we are quickly introduced to Finn, a stormtrooper for the First Order who is tired of fighting for the wrong side. At the village battle on Jakku, Finn refuses to fire on innocent people, and eventually escapes with Poe and becomes part of the Resistance. This is a very interesting development among Star Wars canon, as it is the first time we have seen an incomplicit stormtrooper among any of these Star Wars films. In The Rise of Skywalker, this is taking a step further when General Parendy says,
"Harvest more of a galaxy's young,"
when talking about needing an increased amount of manpower for the new Sith fleet. This shows that the First Order essentially uses child labor and forces their recruitments to be stormtroopers. With this in mind, it makes sense that many of the other stormtroopers would not want to serve the First Order, just like Finn. Here you might be thinking Finn was a very rare exception, but I don't think that that's the case. We see later on in Rise of Skywalker that Jannah and everyone in her crew on Kef Bir were stormtroopers who betrayed the First Order and went rogue. At this point, Finn had thought he was the only one, but if he never heard of these people escaping, what's to say that there aren't countless others out there as well who had done the same thing? With this little bit of information, we know that there are many stormtroopers who try to escape and live their own lives. But what makes me so sure that they try to miss on purpose? Well, we see in The Force Awakens that Finn appears to have been struggling with this idea for a long time. He had been reluctant to follow orders for a while, and is only able to escape when Poe is captured and can be used as an escape pilot. This makes it seem as though it was very difficult to escape, helping to prove our theory. If we've already established that stormtroopers are reluctant to follow orders, and that it is difficult to actually free yourself from the grasp of the First Order, then it seems as though the only way to fight for your cause is to disobey orders whenever you can. If they were to stop firing altogether and be their own person, I would assume that the First Order would have them persecuted in some form or another. Will the stormtroopers still have to act like they're following orders? It makes sense that the best way to avoid doing the dirty work of the First Order would be to simply act as though you cannot aim. Obviously, if you're a stormtrooper who doesn't agree with the ideals of the First Order, you're not going to try and actually harm the Resistance heroes as they board your ship. They're obviously under orders to try and kill these heroes most of the time, so in order not to be punished themselves, they must shoot at them whenever possible. My theory as to the fact that stormtroopers actually have good aim comes in here because the stormtroopers must fire at the Resistance fighters with what appears to be intent to kill, while making sure that they are consistently missing with every shot. One could argue that this requires even more precision than simply hitting your target. Of course, there are still stormtroopers who are compliant with the First Order's demands and try to hit our heroes, but I think that this theory is an interesting one that should be considered by those who like to complain about why these soldiers for the Sith are always unable to hit our heroes. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. If you want to see more theory videos kinda like this, let me know in the comments below. If you want more channel updates, follow our official Instagram, ntd_films. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day.